Hi students, welcome back again. I remain Samuel Chukwuemeka. In this video we shall continue from where we stopped. We shall do part 2 of higher order equations. And we will still have several more on this. But let's finish where we stopped the last time. So, question 5, you have p raised to power 4 minus 16 equal to 0. So if you look at this now, you can, if you look at the left hand side, you can factor by difference of 2 squares. Factor by difference of 2 squares. This is a p squared minus 4 squared equal to 0. Okay, like I mentioned in the previous video, you will need to view these videos in factoring in order in the playlist. So in this case, right? Remember, if you have difference of 2 squares, a squared minus b squared equal to a plus b times a minus b. So in this case, what is your a? A is p squared, and then your what? Your b is what? 4. So you now have p squared plus 4 times p squared minus 4 equal to 0. So you now have that this is p squared plus 4. Then you can still factor this by 2 squared, that by difference of 2 squares equal to 0. Now this is p squared plus 4, then p plus 2 times p minus 2 equal to what? 0. And you could do this zero product property. You can now use zero product property. P squared plus 4 equal to 0, or p plus 2 equal to 0, or p minus 2 equal to 0. Alright, now I want us to kind of listen here. Here we know that p is equal to negative 2, and here we know that p is equal to 2. Alright, now let's look at p squared plus 4 equal to 0. If we want to find off, and remember we have to check our work. We have to check our work. If you want to find all roots, what I mean by all roots are both real roots and imaginary roots. Okay, these are real roots. The real roots are negative 2 and 2, or real zeros. You can call it roots, or you can call it zeros, or you can call it solutions. So if the question says find all zeros, both real zeros and imaginary zeros, or find all roots, real roots and imaginary roots, then you have to find it. This is p squared equal to what? Negative 4. So p will be plus or minus square root of what? Negative 4. And p will be what? Plus or minus what? 2i. Remember, this is complex numbers. We did it. So now the imaginary roots are what? P equal to negative 2i, p equal to 2i. Now the real roots are what? P equal to negative 2, and then p equal to what? 2. This is it. Do we stop here? No. We have to do what? Check. We have to check. You write the main equation, p4 minus 16 is 0. Left hand side, right hand side. Left hand side is p raised to power 4 minus 16. Right hand side is 0. Let's check with the real roots first. let's do the real roots first. If we do p to be negative 2, right, we now have negative 2 all raised to power 4 minus 16. And of course, this gives you 16 minus 16. If it is a negative base raised to even exponent, it gives you a positive result. We did that in the videos on exponents and also in the part 1 of this video. So 16 minus 16 is 0. So this works. This one works. Let's do p equal to 2. If we do p equal to 2, we have 2 raised to power 4 minus 16. 16 minus 16 gives you 0. This works. Right? Then you do p equal to negative 2i. Let's do p equal to negative 2i. So this is negative 2i raised to power 4 minus 16. Right? I hope you know I'm not writing it in order, so I don't want you to be confused. Now, this is what? Negative 2i raised to power 4. Negative 2 raised to power 4 times I raised to power 4 minus 16. That is what it is. I raised to power 4 is what? You know it's 1. So this is still what? 16 minus 16, which is what? 0. It's still 0. This means 16 times 1 minus 16, which is now what? 16 minus 16, which is 0. I raised to power 4 means 1. Then you also check for what? P equal to what? 2i. So this one works. P equal to 2i. And then this will be what? 2i raised to power 4 minus 16. Which is what? 16i4 minus 16. Right? Which is what? 16 times 1 minus 16. 16 minus 16, which is what? 0. 0, 0. So this one works. And then after doing it, all your roots work. You can jump up and touch the ceiling. Question 6. 5m4 minus 10m cubed plus 5m squared equal to 0. We do what here? We have to factor by GCF first, you know. That is the first thing you want to always do. If you view all those videos I did in factoring, the first thing you want to try is to see whether you can factor by GCF. Even in question 5, we could not factor by GCF. That was why we did difference of 2 squares. So if you factor by GCF here, you have 5m squared. And 5m4 divided by 5m squared, this is m squared, minus 2m plus 1 equal to 0. Right? So this is what? 5m squared. Can we factor this? 1 times m squared is 1m squared. 1 and 1 will not work. But negative 1 will work. 1 and 1 will not work. That gives you 2. But negative 1 will work. So m minus 1, m minus 1 equal to 0. So you do zero product property. Zero product property. 5m squared is 0, or m minus 1 is 0, or m minus 1 is 0. So you have that. Here m squared is 0, so m is 0. But that is twice. M is 0 twice. Then m is 1 here, and m is 1 here. So m is 1 twice. So multiplicity is 2 here. Multiplicity is 2 here. We shall talk about that later on. Yeah. But m is 0 twice. And then m is 1 twice. So multiplicity of each root is 2. Now, the next thing we do is we do what? We check. We check. We write the main equation 5m4 minus 10m cubed plus 5m squared equal to 0. Right? Left hand side, right hand side. Left hand side 5m4 minus 10m cubed plus 5m squared. Right hand side 0. So we check for both of them x equal to 0. This will give us 5 times 0, 4 minus 10 times 0 cubed plus 5 times 0 squared. 0 minus 0 plus 0, 0. So that works. This works. Then we check for m equal to 1. Did I say x here? Don't mind me. This is m. Don't mind Mr. C. Then check for m equal to 1. This will be 5 times 1 raised to the power 4 minus 10 times 1 cubed plus 5 times 1 squared. Right? So this is 5 minus 10 plus 5. Are you with me? 5 minus 10 is what? Minus 5. Minus 5 plus 5 equal to 0. 0 on the left, 0 on the right. 0 on the left, 0 on the right. So this works. And then you can drink some water. Not soda, don't drink soda. Drink water. You can drink some water. Alright. Let's do question 7. Question 7. D raised to the power 4 plus 8d equal to 0. What do you do first? Factor by what? GCF. That is the first thing you want to do. So this is d cubed plus 8 equal to what? 0. D cubed plus 8 equal to 0. Now, this gives you what? That d equal to 0 or d cubed plus 8 equal to 0. Alright, folks. This is one root. That's one root. This is d cubed plus 2 cubed equal to 0. This is what? Sum of 2 cubes. Sum of 2 cubes. Sum of 2 cubes. I hope I still remember sum of 2 cubes. Let's see. I hope I still remember it. Now, x cubed plus y cubed will be x plus y times x squared minus xy plus y squared. I think so. Let's check whether this formula will work. We did this in one of the videos in factoring. Sum of 2 cubes. So what would this be? This will be x cubed minus x squared y plus xy squared plus x squared y minus xy squared plus y cubed. You know, if you don't have the formula handy, I don't have the formula handy. So you can, anything you put down, you can check it first. Minus x squared y plus x squared y, that goes. And then xy squared, this works. This works. This formula works. So what now? In this case, d is what? X. And then y is what? 2. Are you with me? So what would this be now? This would be what now, folks? What will it be? D plus 2 times d squared minus 2d plus 2 squared. Okay, equal to 0. So what happens now? D plus 2 is 0. So d is negative 2. We got that. Or d squared minus 2d plus 4 equal to 0. D squared minus 2d plus 4. equal to 0. Okay? I would say here x is d. D is x, and then 2 is y. Okay, that is why I compare. You need to view the videos I did factoring using sum of 2 cubes. Yeah. In this case, d is x and then 2 is y. So you can just substitute d plus 2, d squared minus 2d plus 2 squared. Yeah. Now, so we are supposed to have 4 roots. This is a quadratic equation. We have 2 roots already. Now, how do we find the other 2 roots here? They are probably going to be complex roots. 4, 1 and 4 won't work. -1, -4 will not work. Right? 2 and 2 will not work. -2, -2 will not work. So this, and we can factor even that. You should look at that. You can factor it from there. So we have to solve it by what? Quadratic formula to find the other roots. To find the other roots, we have to solve by quadratic formula. So what is the quadratic formula? X is equal to -b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Now, what is my, this is ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0. So what is my a? What is my a here? What is my a? A is what? A is 1, if you compare that. B is what? -2. And then C is 4. Quadratic formula. Now what is my x? This is equal to -2 plus minus square root of -2 all squared minus 4 times 1 times 4 all over 2 times 1. So this will be equal to 2 plus minus square root of 4 minus 4 times 1, 4 times 4, 4 times 1, 4 times 4, 16, all over 2. Right? So this will be what? 2 plus minus square root of 4 minus 16 is -12 over 2. Right? So this will be what? 2 plus minus square root of I times what? Square root of 12 over 2. Because, square root of -12 is square root of -1 times square root of 12, which is I times square root of 12, which is I square root of 12. Right, but we have to simplify square root of 12. Square root of 12 is what? If we simplify square root of 12, what do we have? Square root of 12 is what? Square root of 4 times square root of 3, which is 2 square root of 3. Right? So let's finish this. Let's finish this. We see that the x is 2 plus minus 2i square root of 3 over 2. 2i square root of 3 over 2. This is 2 can come out 1 plus minus I root 3 over 2. Bam, bam. So this is 1 plus minus I root 3. Okay. We will check this. We have to check it. We have to check it because this is an equation. Now, let's list all the zeros or all the roots and then we check it. Okay, so what do we have now? The roots are what? We have, of course, we have the real roots and imaginary roots. Let's list real roots and imaginary roots. Real roots. The real roots are d equal to 0 and d equal to -2. Those are the real roots. Now, imaginary roots. Imaginary roots are d equal to 1 plus I root 3 and d equal to 1 minus I root 3. Those are the imaginary roots. Okay. What do we do next? Check our work. Checking will take us time for the imaginary roots. It will take us time for the imaginary roots. Well, let's check. Let's check this. Let's check it. Okay. Let's check it. So what do we have now? Let's now check our work. I like my students to always check their work. So, right check, left hand side, right hand side. Left hand side is d raised to the power 4 plus 8d. Right hand side is 0. So let's check for d equal to 0 first. So this is 0 raised to the power 4 plus 8 times 0. 0 plus 0 is 0. That works. Then let's check for d equal to -2. -2. This will be -2 exponent 4 plus 8 times -2. This is what? 16 minus 16, which is 0. 0, 0. That works. So this works and this works. Now let's check for the imaginary roots. 1 plus I square root of 3, all exponent 4. Come on now. You know, I've got to simplify my... I have to simplify my life. And I have to make this video short. So I'm going to just use this, okay? 1, 1, 1. And, you know, just do it the way you know it. Just expand everything. But I want to make it easier for me, okay? 1, 2, 1, 3... 3, 1, and then 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. Yeah, this is Pascal's triangle. That's Pascal's triangle. See what you see? Kind of looks like a triangle here. Makes it easier for me, please, so that I wouldn't have to. You see, it looks like a triangle. You see that? Okay, so if I have a 1 plus I root 3 raised to power 4, so this will give me what? 1 raised to power 4 plus 4 times 1 cube times I root 3 plus 6 times 1 squared times I root 3 all squared plus 4 times 1 times I root 3 all cubed plus I root 3 all 4. Okay, please, you know, if I start teaching this, it will be, yeah, the video will be long. Okay, I know you will ask me, what did you just do? I use what we call Pascal's triangle. Pascal's triangle. That's what I use. Okay, to do this expansion. Yeah, this is x plus y raised to power 0. These are the coefficients. This is x plus y raised to power 1. This is x plus y raised to power 2. This is x plus y raised to power 3. And this is x plus y raised to power 4. Yeah. So that's what I used to do this. And later I have to add this to 8 times d. So, but let's get this first, okay? This is 1 plus, this is 4i root 3 plus 6 times, I squared is negative 1, I hope you know. And root 3 squared, I squared is negative 1, I hope you know. And root 3 squared is 3. I hope you know that, right? Negative 1, then times 3. I squared is negative 1. I squared is negative 1. And then root 3 all squared is 3. Then plus 4 times 1 is 4. I cube is negative I. I cube is negative I. And then root 3 all cube is 3 root 3. Then plus I4 is 1. I4 is 1. Okay, this is you view the videos on complex numbers. I4 is 1. Then root 3 all 4 is 3 times 3, which is 9. So this will be what now, folks? 1 plus 4i root 3. This is minus 18. This is a minus 4 times 3, 12. 12i root 3 plus 9. So what do I have here? What do I have? I will have 1 minus 18 is minus 17. 1 minus 18 is minus 17. Minus 17 plus 9 is minus 8. So minus 8, then 4 minus 12 is minus 8. Minus 8 minus 8i root 3. Okay, this is what I have for this one first. For this one, 1 plus I root 3 or 4. So I have to finish it up with that so that I see. I now make sure it's correct. So if we have for d equal to 1 plus I root 3. Now I'll now have 1 plus I root 3 all 4 plus 8 times 1 plus I root 3. So I have what now? Minus 8 minus 8 minus 8i root 3 plus 8 plus 8i root 3. It works! It works! Minus 8 plus 8. Bam bam, that goes. Bam bam, that goes. So 0 0. That goes. Hey. Okay, let's do the next root here. 1 minus I root 3. Let's do the other root. Okay. Imagine what it would take. Imagine if I did this roots 4 times like this. If I did it like 1 plus I root 3 times 1 plus I root 3 times 1 plus I root 3 times 1 plus I root 3. Imagine. Imagine the length of time it will take me. Oh, okay. Let's do the other root. 1 minus I root 3 all 4. So this is 1 minus I root 3. Sorry. Hold on. Did I want to write it 4 times? Oh no. This is 1 4 1 all 4 plus 4 times 1 cube times negative I root 3 plus 6 times 1 squared times negative I root 3 all squared plus 4 times 1 all 1 times negative I root 3 all cube plus 1 times negative I root 3 all 4. Okay, So this gives me 1 plus 4 times 1 is 1. Then this, I'll just say 1 plus, this is negative 4i root 3. I'll just put 1 minus that right away because plus minus is minus. Then plus 6 times negative 1 squared is 1. I squared, because this is like negative 1i root 3. Negative 1 squared is 1. I squared is negative 1. Root 3 squared is 3. Then plus 4. Negative 1 cubed is negative 1. I cubed is negative I. Okay? I cube is negative I. Negative 1 cube is negative 1. I cube is negative I. And then root 3 cube. Root 3 squared is 3. So this is 3 root 3. 3 root 3. Then plus negative 1 all 4 is 1. So that's 1. I4 is 1. This is 1 times 1. Then root 3 all 4 is 3 times 3. 3 times 3. Okay, folks, what do we have now? We have 1 minus 4i root 3 minus 18. This is now minus 18. Minus is plus, okay. So plus 4 times 3, 12. 12 root 3. Then plus 9. Plus 9. Okay, 1 minus 18 is minus 17. Minus 17 plus 9 is minus 8. Then minus 4i root 3 plus 12i. Oh, this is 12i. 12i root 3 is what? Plus 8i root 3. Plus 8i root 3. Okay, let's finish this. Let's get it done. Let's now finish it. I'm going to erase this triangle. So now what do we have? If we check for D equal to 1 minus I root 3. We check for this last root here. So D4, this is 1 minus I root 3 all raised to power 4 plus 8 times 1 minus I root 3. Right? So this is a minus 8 plus 8I root 3 plus 8 minus 8I root 3. It works! It works! Minus 8 plus 8 is 0. 8I root 3 minus 8I root 3 is 0. Which is 0. 0 on the left, 0 on the right. You can do let's move campaign. Let's move. Because it worked for all the 4 roots, you know. You do let's move campaign by Flotus. By Flotus. Let's move campaign by Flotus. Okay, now the last but not the least, question 8. question A, E cubed plus 5E equal to 15E squared. Alright, let's get, let's set it to be equal to 0. We set this to be equal to 0. E cubed plus 5E minus 15E squared equal to 0. E cubed minus 15E squared plus 5E equal to 0. We factor by GCF. Factor by GCF, E squared minus 15E plus 5 equal to 0. So we have E equal to 0. This is 1 root, or E squared minus 15E plus 5 equal to 0. Now let's look at this now. 5E squared. 1 and 5, no. Negative 1, negative 5, no. That's about it. So we have to do it by what? Quadratic formula. That x is equal to negative b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. If we compare this, ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0. A is 1, right? B is what? Negative 15. B is negative 15 and C is 5. A is 1. B is negative 15. C is 5. So x will be equal to what now? This one, E. Let's just write E now. E. So E is equal to negative 15 plus minus square root of negative 15 all squared minus 4 times A 1 C 5 all over 2 times 1. So it will be 15 plus minus square root of this is 225. 225 minus 20 over 2. Right? So it will be 15 plus minus square root of 5 minus 0 is 5. 2 minus 2, 0. 2 over 2. 205. 205 is any perfect square. Is there any perfect square for 205? Any perfect square? We don't have any perfect square here. So why don't we just use decimals here? Okay? Why don't we just use decimals here and then we'll check it with the decimals. How about it? Yeah, because 205 is, if you look at the perfect squares, 1, 4, no, 4 is, 4 and 5, no, 4 won't work. 1, 4, 4 won't work. 9 wouldn't work either. 16 would not work either. 25, 41 over 5. 25 will not work either. Okay? 25 won't work. Yeah, 25 will work if it was 200. But 36 will not work. So see what we can do. We can now, because this is like this, what we can do is we can now do 15 plus square root of 205 over 2, or it will be 15 minus square root of 205 over 2. Okay? We will just, the answers, let's just write our answers, and then for checking it, we are just going to use the calculator to check it. We will convert it to decimal and check it that way. Our answers are E equal to 0, E equal to 15 plus square root of 205 over 2, and then E equal to 15 minus square root of 205 over 2. So this becomes our answer. Now let's go ahead and do what? Check our work. We need to check our work. So we come over here to check our work. We write the left hand side, right hand side. Left hand side is e cubed plus 5e. Right hand side is 15e squared. Right? So let's check on e equal to 0. Easier for us that way. So this is 0 cubed plus 5 times 0. 0 plus 0 is 0. This will be 15 times 0 squared, which is 15 times 0. And that is 0. So this works. This works. E equal to 0 works. Now we do for e equal to 15 plus square root of 205 all over 2. We are going to just convert this to decimal and check it that way. So it will be easier for us that way. So we'll first of all do square root of 205. You can do that in your calculator. Square root of 205 is this. Okay? Then plus 15 equal to this. Then divided by 2 equal to this. I'm gonna round it to at least 4 decimal places. 6589. 6589. And I'm gonna check it like that with that. So if I do that, what am I gonna get now? 14.6589 all cubed plus 5 times 14.6589. Let's do this. Now, some of you might ask me, why did you choose 4 decimal places? Well, you could choose the whole length. You could choose, this is 14.6589 1053. You could do that, and in fact, the more decimal, the greater the number of decimal places, the higher the accuracy. The greater the accuracy. The greater the number of decimal places, the greater the accuracy. So you could do that if you want to. Yeah, but this will still give us the same thing. And actually I'm going to use the actual value. I'm going to use the actual value because I'm just going to use it like this and just do cube raised to power 3 equal to this. So it gives me here 3149.960317 plus my calculator. You could see what you did initially. So I'm using the entire thing actually, but in writing it, I'm just writing this. You know what? Let me just write out everything. How about it? Let me just go ahead and write out everything. 6589 1053. That way it's better. Okay. So this is 14.6589 1053 cube plus 5 times 14.6589 1053. Because the greater the number of decimal places, the greater the accuracy. Okay, this is 5 times 14.6589 1053. Okay, gives me this. Then this is 73.29455.265. Okay, if I add it up, what am I gonna get? If I add it up, this plus 3149.960317 plus 73.29455 29455.265. Okay, this will give me 3223.25487. Alright, now let me do the right hand side. The right hand side will be 15 times 14.65891053 all squared. So 14.65891053 squared equal to this. Okay, so this is 15 times 214.8836579. Then this times 15. And that gives me 3223.254869. Okay, let's check the last one here. We have 15 is 15 minus square root of 205. Okay, that gives me 14.31782.106 all over 2. So it would be, this is now 15 minus the answer. Shift answer. Okay, so I have 0.6821789.367. This is what I got. Now let's look at the left hand side. Left hand side will be 0.6821789.367 cube plus 5 times 0.6821789.367. Okay. So this now, all cube raised to power 3 is this, okay? So I have a 0.317464368 plus 5 times 0.6821789.367. 3.41089.4684. So this now plus 0.3174643.168. That is 3.728359. Okay, this is for this one. Let's do the right hand side. Do the right hand side here. 15 times 0.6821789.367 squared. So that's 15 times 0.6821789.367 squared. So that gives us a 0.46536811017. Okay, now times 15. Okay. This gives us 6.980521525. Okay, we didn't get the same thing, so we have to check our work again to make sure that it's correct. We have to check our work again to make sure it's correct. So 15 minus, I'm gonna do this now, square root of 205. Okay. 15 minus answer is this divided by 2. Oh no, you know what? I didn't do divided by 2. Can you imagine? I Handle divided by 2. Hey! Sam Dom. This is 0.3. You see, that is why it's good to check your work. You see why it is good to check your work. You see? Okay, this is 0.34. 10894684. Alright. This should work down, folks. Now this is 0.3410894684 all cubed plus 5 times 0.3410894684. Alright, so this cube is this. So this is 0.0396830,396 plus 5 times that. 5 times 0.3410894684. 3410894684. 1.705447,342. And that is what now? This plus 0.0396830,396. 1.745130,382. Okay? Now let's fix this here. Let us fix this. This is 0.3410894684. 0.3410894684 squared. Then times 15. Okay. Meanwhile, the squared is 0.1163420,255. Then this is 1.745130,382. Your one. Correct. Okay. It works. So, all right. Thank you so much for staying with me and checking the work. And if you have questions, please ask. Oh, you have a good evening.